Stanton, the jitterbug to Meichner. Left-handed shot, pins it in the top corner.
Yeah, it's interesting now, man. In Connecticut tomorrow, they'll get through all their regular season games. McMahon, who's in the postseason in the FCAC, and Ward, everybody will finish, and then they have one game left on Wednesday. It was a makeup, but that's New Canaan. And right now, this New Canaan team is a different team than when they lost to Darien 2 weeks ago. They had a great week, and we'll show you highlights of 2 of their 3 wins. They beat Barlow, who they wanted because Barlow knocked them out of the states last year. They beat Bosco.
Barlow and Bosco.
And then they took apart Fairfield Prep. But before we get to New Canaan, the story in Connecticut lacrosse last week, bar none, the Blue Wave of Darien.
I never win any money on the golf course because there's the old expression, you drive for show and you putt for the dough, and I can't putt and finish. Well, if you're going to use that analogy for lacrosse regular season into the postseason, the regular season is the show, then the postseason is for the dough. Okay, Darien has been an unbelievable show in the regular season. It's a regular season that stacks up with any regular season they've ever had. And as the years have gone on and they've added more decorated teams to that regular season, it could be the greatest regular season they've ever had. When you think about beating, St. Anthony's and Niskayuna and just all these wonderful teams, Yorktown, it's amazing. It was an amazing regular season.
Well, right now, they're on par for the 2005 team that played 23 games, won 23 games.
Right.
When you do a little research, you look back to that magical Braemeier team.
Yeah.
They won 3 one-goal games that year. This team, undefeated, they have 3 one-goal victories.
23-0 they went that year. And of course, they won both the FCAC and the States. And when you look at it, Mike, it's amazing. We're in 2014. The last time they got the double down, the daily double, the exacta, FCAC and state champs, 2008. It's been a while. Case Mathias only won 1 FCAC.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of state titles because they won the states in 2012. They won the FCAC in 2011 with no state. 2010 they just won the state. So it's like it's not as easy when you have a great team to think winning both of those in Connecticut, and they're going to embrace that this year. But as you've said, when you look at what New Canaan did against them the first time and where New Canaan is now, and we're going to look at the Ridgefield highlights. Okay, both New Canaan and Ridgefield have gotten the attention of Darien when it comes to this postseason.
What's up with you and Kark?
What are you talking about?
You told me you're mad at Kark.
Kark? What do you mean?
You said that Lindley definitely should have been talked about as one of his best attackers, so you're upset with Kark.
I'm not really upset with
You
Kark.
seemed to be upset before we started.
I just said, as my partner, Pat McCabe, the 4-time All-American from Syracuse, said to me, was Peter Lindley not part of Kark's 7 to watch? And I go, wasn't he? He should have been. And Lindley, by the way, is there a better player? He's on the all-watch team for the Tri-State. He's just fun to watch. He's fun to watch. He plays the game with a certain sort of reckless precision.
He plays the game of lacrosse like those guys out at Rucker Park playing that N1 hoop tour.
Yeah.
He's got some stuff to his game. But right now, as we close the regular season, and they're going to beat West Hill tomorrow, and kudos to Braemeier, and I told him this too. I went up last week to watch them play against Norwalk. And if he wanted to, he could have scored 40 goals against Norwalk. He had his guys out in the second half, early in the game, making multiple passes. He only put 18 on the board, had a lot of kids in the game. They'll win tomorrow against West Hill. They'll close the regular season unbeaten. And to me, if I had a vote, and they have wonderful players on this team.
Yeah.
Wonderful. They have great team chemistry. Doesn't matter who scores as long as somebody does. Right now, to me, if I had a vote for the most valuable player on the Darien lacrosse team, you know who it would be?
The 3-year keeper?
Nope.
The super sophomore Minicus?
Nope.
Let's go to the chart. Johnny Reed?
Nope.
Lindley?
Nope.
Oh man, the super soft Ivanchik?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. You're going to the face-off X.
Andrew Puglisi would be the MVP if
Okay.
I voted of this team. They didn't have somebody like him a year ago,
Right.
and this guy has done
junior.
a wonderful job. I thought Harry Gillespie was terrific, number
Harry the-
5
yeah.
against St. Anthony's. I thought Will Hammernick, number 2, he's like a jitterbug. This cat's all over the field. I mean, you blink your eyes, he's from from defense
Another
to
junior.
off,
Yep.
he's all over the place. They had it all working. And as we get to the St. Anthony's highlights, I am going to initiate the highlights in reverence to a wonderful young man who is great to my nephew Sean, Paul's son.
Yeah.
Jack Book, this is for you, brother. He loves that hand thing. His mom Stacy and his dad Jim were telling me that, so that's for him. Here we go. St. Anthony, here's Lindley, gets it started. They're up 2-0, and then Hufford. Just the Yale bounder was sensational in the game. The highlights actually don't do it justice. Some of these saves, just taking angles away, doing that. Here, he makes 3 very good plays in the net within about a span of a minute. That's one of his 14 saves. Now, look at Minikis. He is just playing wonderful lacrosse. There he's going to find Johnny Reed. The Bucknell bounder makes it 3-0. Then Minikis, he has patented this move around the cage. He's a
inside roll.
submarine scorer.
Inside roll, the super sophomore. They're the perfect blend of young and old veteran players.
Well, there's a couple of youngins. Minikis to Jack Niffen, and then Kyle Cornell was flat out spectacular in this game. Pressler getting a great one up at Bryant. Look at 14 running the alley. 2 goals, 2 assists. Darien goes on to win it 12-6. So
Against the hot St. Anthony team, too.
A very good St.
Concannon,
Anthony.
the Hofstra-bound goalie for St. Anthony's. This is not only a quality win, it's an emphatic win by that margin.
the goalie on this day was wearing blue and white.
It goes back to the team, as I put it. I mean, the defense this year has just stepped up and given me the shots that I like to see. I mean, as a goalie, that's really all you can ask for. I mean, to get the shooters to spots where you can see their shots at low angles. And last year we had some difficulty with that all the way around the field. And this year we've really taken pride in making the shooters shoot the shots that we want to see.
You've been around this program a long time. Did you ever think this deep into your senior year you'd be unbeaten?
I mean, you can always dream it. I mean, after last year, not many people would think that. But we always knew that if we came with the effort and with the energy and with the focus, that we could definitely turn some heads. And I think we've started to do that.
How big is Saturday?
It's huge. It's the last big test for us before the playoffs. And I mean, Ridgefield will definitely. I mean, if we don't see him for the last time at the end of the season, we'll definitely see him in FCX. So that's a huge statement for us. We can't make it.
Well, how fun was this?
It was awesome. Definitely a good win, especially after last year's, our loss to them last year. But I mean, we came out hot. We had the energy. It's a great win. A lot of kids stepped up today. Multiple point game for I think at least 6 kids on the team. So yeah, I mean, it felt good.
Is it safe to say that the first 24 minutes of this game, the best half this team's played all year?
Easily, yeah. I mean, we came out really hot against Niski early, and we came out hot against Greenwich too, but I think this game by far is the hottest we've ever started. We had that early jump. It was just everyone fed off each other's enthusiasm, and the energy was high.
Is that mustache real, or is that a post-it?
It's definitely real. It's been growing since the first win, so we're looking to keep it until next Tuesday.
And the prom is Saturday night. How's your girlfriend dealing with that?
She doesn't like it, but we'll see what happens on Saturday.
It's been a long season. Memorial Day is here. And you've gone to the mustache dialogue?
Yeah, Cornell's a good dude. Here's the thing. If these guys shave their mustaches and that, I don't even want to call them mustaches, they're crazy. You got to keep those things until the 14th of June.
And Cornell, who has an unbelievable lacrosse IQ, arguably one of the highest in the FCAC if you watch him play. He had a very poignant statement there about this team. 6 guys with multiple points.
Well, Jimmy, it's. I was saying to Jimmy Book after the game, doesn't matter who scores on this team as long as somebody does. Okay, so they got through St. Anthony, and now 48 hours later, up to Tiger Hollow. Here we go against a very good Ridgefield team. Darien comes out first. Look at the ball movement. Niffin to Reed. That makes it 1-0, or makes it 2-0. 4 minutes into the game, back come the Tigers. Going to whip it around. And one of the few times they got a shot, and then Hufford, who didn't make a lot of saves in this game, but he made 7 huge saves. This Darien defense didn't allow a lot of shots. There's one of the few goals. Dylan Marr gets it, and it's 2-1 with 5 minutes left in the third. And here comes Lindley, just so creative.
Oh, he's just a picture of determination, and he's just got that big left-handed shot. You know it's coming, and when you know it's coming and he still beats you, that's what makes it powerful.
Yep, and here comes Ridgefield.
Crafty.
Huff never got a chance to see that one. Dunn with the laser, tied it at 3. Darien going to answer. My man Pugliese going up against Philbin, one of the best face-off guys in the tri-state area, gets possession. Here come the Blue Wave. Hammernick on the push to Niffin, creative right in front. 4-3, just under 2 minutes left in the third. Then Lindley going to give Braemeyer's kids a 2-goal cushion. Hammernick going to find Minikis going to find Pete, and Pete stuffs it.
You just got the feeling in a low-scoring game like this, it was foreshadowing for the next meeting.
1:30 left. Hufford, huge save at 5-4. Then Ridgefield, the defense, going to create a turnover.
Pressing out. You're down 1, final seconds, you got to press out, and they get the ball, which is omnipresent right there, and the timeout.
So Colsey gets the timeout, sets the offense. Dirth going to get it started. But at the end of the day, Hufford, his last save, huge, his 7th of the day. And once again, the Blue Wave win it. Afterwards, Darien holds on. They're going to go unbeaten in the regular season. And Jack Niffin, the sophomore, spectacular again. He leads the postgame.
It means a lot. I think it proves to the rest of the world, country and to the rest of the state that we're here and we're the best team out there, and everybody's going to come after us now with even more effort and to try and knock us off, and I think that just means we got to come out with our best game every time.
I think we've got a lot of momentum going. We've been playing great lacrosse with, big wins over, now Ridgefield, but also, St. Anthony's, Yorktown, Greenwich, New Canaan. Those are huge, huge wins and confidence builders, and they're teachers. They help you, handle situations like this. We were in a lot of, close games and a lot of battles, and I think that gets you ready for the playoffs, which because, our league is loaded with talent, top to bottom. You're not going to get an easy game.
Darien now again, one of 3 left in the state. 3 left what? 3 unbeaten teams. Darien, Simsbury, and Lewis Mills. Okay, so now let's go. Big week, we talked about it for New Canaan, the victory over Barlow. How'd they get the victory over the Ironmen of Don Bosco?
They did with a complete victory. Harry the Hat, Stanton, makes it 2-0 New Canaan. New Canaan playing at home, and they were efficient, they were defensive-minded, and they just got the timely goals they needed. Justin Meichner makes it 3-0, top shelf. Third quarter, 3-0, low-scoring game. Here's Stanton again, flashing, gets top side, makes it 4-0. It was 4-1 New Canaan when Colin Aarons. New Canaan working from behind, good ball movement, change of direction, turns, fires. It's 5-1 New Canaan. Nothing left for Harry the Hat to put a lid on it. Here's Stanton. Just great spacing, gets a little pick from behind, rips it home on the turnaround. They win it 7-2.
So Harry with the hat trick, he was questionable if he was even going to play in that game, got banged up in the Barlow game, so he gets 3 in that game. 48 hours later, putting on a show as the Rams continue to play unbelievable lacrosse on both sides, defense to offense. Prep got it started. Princeton-bound Austin Sims with the bounce shot, 1-0 FP. But Colt Turpin, well, this is when you're down 1 and a kid named Turpin scores, you add time because that erases the deficit. So you get that, Turpentine?
Yes.
1-1. Get in the show a little bit here. Justin Meichner, he's going to put, what a week this kid had. What a year he's had. 2-1 Rams. Stanton, if we could all be this injured, what a week he had.
They erased the Fairfield Prep defense like paint thinner.
Oh, look at you.
I'm back, baby!
Good to have you back. Well, good to have you back. Second quarter, it's 5-1, not for long. Meichner again, 6-1. Third quarter, they're up 6. Guess who? Harry, injured? No. I'm going to make you feel the pain, Fairfield Prep. The laser, and then New Canaan wins it 12-4.
Two-time FCX champs, and that really means something, and we just we come out every single day prepared, and we work hard, and it really shows off now.
With everything this means to both programs and your head coach's relationship with Coach Schmalkis, what was it like to have this performance?
We're facing a little bit of diversity right now, and I thought it was actually a big win for Coach Buzz, and come out. We were really prepared, and we won.
What's more difficult, standing between the pipes for a 100-mile-per-hour shot, or doing this interview being watched by the rest of your teammates?
Always this interview. Yeah.
How do you think you did?
I did all right.
Anything you're going to be ribbed for after we're done?
Yeah, probably a lot.
Probably the diversity-adversity line? Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I got no problem with the diversity line, because you could make the argument that Trent Terminator was saying we faced a lot of different looks. It's a diverse attack.
Nader's been great. Resnick, I'm into this Resnick guy. He's doing a good job with these interviews. Wilton, Yorktown. We show you these highlights because it'll be the last time we show you Wilton this year.
Ryan Baker stays on his feet, makes it 2-1 Yorktown. Watch this pass here to Luke Rizzo. Got to hit a guy on the run. This is hitting a guy on the run right here. Boom. Wow. Gotta love it right there. The game was tied at 2. But Yorktown and Billy Strassman take control. Makes it 3-2 Yorktown. Scores now 4-2. Watch the Villanova-bound face-off guy. Complete midi, Luke Palmadesso. Palmadesso had a 6-point game against Wilton. Scores the goal right there. And in the second quarter, it was 5-3 at this point. Connor Veracruz gets it. Veracruz, the Rutgers bounder. Yorktown never looks back.
And
13-6.
3 days later, Wilton would lose in overtime to Fairfield Ward 9-8, which means the Warriors, the legendary program in the state, will play in the postseason. No play in the postseason for the first time ever. So those are the 8 teams that are in. I like what the FCAC does because when you get in, they reseed so you don't know who's 1 through 8. See you next week, everybody.